cannot take my eyes off these bags.
All right, well, we'll drift over here.
I can only briefly look.
I got zoom.
Right? Briefly look over.
All right, right now, Mitch Hull cannot take his eyes away from the bags here. So this is the American women's freestyle team have come in, and Mitch,
yes, sir.
We'll realize you can't take your eyes off the bag,
right,
but
not very long.
what exactly has it been like for you to come in as the national team's director, and teams come in droves and other countries and whatnot? What do you have to do to coordinate all this?
Well, what you actually learn overseas is how long it takes to do very little, because that's basically what it is it's a slow process. It probably takes the initial registration. I started at 8:30 in the morning and I got done at 11 o'clock that night. And that's just normal here when you've got that many people and that many teams coming in. And so I'm glad you're on the other side of the camera, because I'd be afraid you'd be taking some of this stuff right now. So, but we have, I mean, that's it. Every place you go, that's why you go on a day before, because at least
a day before.
And an example would be, and this is relatively quick for this place, but from the time the Greco team landed, they got to their room 4 hours later. That's a relatively quick process. There's an hour to clear, 2 hours to get here, an hour to get the room. So we have them go eat while we're watching the bags, while we're getting the rooms. If you don't come in and pay in advance, I saw some of the teams sitting in the lobby for 4 hours. That didn't count their getting here and things like that. So, yeah, it's just the normal process. It is what it is.
Well, as far as the process, you come in, you land, then you go through passport control, then you pick up your stuff, then you wait for a ride. We had to wait about 25, 30 minutes, wasn't long, but by the time all that happened and we got here through traffic, it was a good 2.5 hours. Then, as you said, you go through passport. Now, how does the passport control work here? You have to hand them the passport.
Well, they have to, when you register here, you have to give them your passport, and they verify that you have that landing card that you cleared customs. So that comes in, and then they're required to register you within 3 days. So that's why they take a copy of everybody's passport, which is part of the reason why this takes a while. Is that that's really the requirements here, though. And the other part is everybody comes in about the same time. So you have groups coming in here. We're a little later tonight, so we're really the only group, but it's still an hour to get the whole process done. But like I say, you let people know what it is ahead of time, and the one thing you like to tell everybody come over here, really the only thing you can control is your attitude. So you might as well make sure it doesn't get to you, because it's not going to go any faster.